What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Andy, the Destroyer, Ruiz. Andy Ruiz posted something very interesting on his Instagram, and it was a poster or a photo or an image these days of him and Luis Ortiz, and he says, "What do you think? Would you want me to fight Ortiz next?" With a thinking emoji, okay? Hashtag Team Destroyer with 4,097 comments. Now, as you guys know, Andy Ruiz previously turned down a fight with Luis Ortiz along with Dillian Whyte. But with Luis Ortiz, he did have his own thing to say and not really much more. But he did ask a very, very good question. He asked Andy Ruiz, why do you need a tune-up fight? Why do you need a tune-up fight when you are the former unified champion of the world? I'm ready right now. Fight me right now. But according to this, he's asking his fans on what they think about fighting Ortiz. You know, a lot of people are saying, D-Smoke from Rhythm and Flow says fire, okay? And, some people are saying, no, I want Dillian Whyte, fight Dillian Whyte. Ortiz is 147 years old, bruh, fight Dillian Whyte. No, fight Dillian Whyte. Not the time, pal. Everyone's dying. Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte, scared of Dillian Whyte. Wow, Dillian Whyte next. That's at least Dillian Whyte. The more, if you look at these comments, and this is his verified Instagram page, a lot more people want to see Dillian Whyte versus Andy Ruiz than Ortiz versus Andy Ruiz. And it's strange that with Andy Ruiz denying, dismissing, ducking these fights, and his claim is, I don't have a trainer, or I'm not ready, or I'm trying to get this weight down. Why would you put up an image on who you should fight next? Is he factoring in the fact that nobody's fighting anyway, and hopefully by the time we are allowed to fight, or we are allowed to see fights, maybe that'll be the opponent? Maybe he's doing that. But it's just weird how you can turn down a fight and then post a photo or an image of some guy you already turned down. It's just strange to me, Now, I know everyone's trying to stay relevant, and then like we know that, like I told you guys, this is the perfect time for people not to fight, but to talk shit. Okay, and this is exactly what it is. This man is clearly talking shit. He's trying to stay relevant. When it was a go, he could have made that fight, and that fight right now could have been on hold. Either one of those guys. Because as far as I'm concerned, I just want Andy Ruiz to continue his career. I want him to be comparable to someone else besides Joseph Parker and Anthony Joshua, okay? He beat Anthony Joshua when Joshua was fighting fire with fire, but when he added finesse to it, he got beat. So my question is, what will he do with the rest of the heavyweight division? That's all I want to see. I want to see where he matches up. He's 1-1 with Joshua. He's 0-1 with Parker. Who is he and where is he with the other fighters? I don't think that's too hard to ask for, being a fan, because we are the ones that take care and pay for those particular matches, people, okay? And since we pay, that means we have a certain expectation, and our expectations require demand, okay? So it's up to the fighter, because we pay those fighters, right? They have to be accountable for giving us the fights that we want to see. If they don't do that, that means we don't have to watch the fighters that they put in front of us, because the fighters that they put in front of us are not the people that we want to see, and that's not why we're paying for that particular fight. Okay, we want to see certain fighters because we see something in certain fighters that might make excitement, create excitement. Okay, so we expect a lot more from Andy Ruiz. And especially Andy Ruiz is now a rich man and his life has changed as of 2019 totally. I think he owes it to the fans by his new fan stardom. You know, this man has now, 1.8, a 1.6 million pay-per-view, sorry. 1.6 followers now, 1.6 million. And those million followers, or those 1.6, are some of them are paying customers. Some of them are paying fans, supporters, people that support this man, people that want to see him do what he did June 1st, not just post up Instagram pictures and see what an idea is. Okay? I mean, it's a good barometer to see what people want you to do, but you should know what your fans already want based on what's available. What's available? You know, nothing right now, honestly, but the fighters that people want to see is Dillian Whyte. And even when he posts this Ortiz picture, you know, this image here of Ortiz, you've seen more. Just look at the comments. Just scroll through the comments. It's going to say Dillian Whyte. Okay? So that should let him know that, oh, I should have took that $5 or $6 million, made the Dillian Whyte fight, and that should have been that. So it's one of those trials and errors. But if all he's trying to do is trying to give us or be relevant into the sport, okay, well, there you go. They're not asking for Ortiz. They're asking for Dillian Whyte. However, I would like to see the fight, of course. But he doesn't even want that. So I don't think that he's confident enough to beat someone like Ortiz. Okay? Now, that would be a fight that I would want to see because I know Ortiz can box and counter. I know Andy Ruiz has the age. He doesn't have the height, but he does have the quick hands. Okay? So he has the age advantage, the quick hands. You know, I'm not sure about the boxing IQ. I think that belongs to Ortiz, honestly. But, you know... But looking at the comments and looking at the reaction, I think that he expected to have, I think he has it, you know. And if he was asking a question, that's been answered. They want Dillian Whyte over Ortiz. But if he was going to do that, he should mention Ortiz in this. You see what I mean? This is just a random text. Would you like me to fight Ortiz next? No. Why don't you put a mention at Ortiz so Ortiz can chime in and give his 2 cents about this particular image of himself that you're showing on your Instagram page. But that's my counterpunch, guys. You guys tell me what you think about Andy Ruiz's image on his Instagram. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.